최근 열린 2023 현대 양궁 월드컵 2차 대회에서 한국 양궁팀을 바라본 전 세계 네티즌들은 경악을 할 수밖에 없었습니다. 그 이유는 바로 한국팀이 양궁 대회에 메달을 거의 휩쓸다시피 했기 때문입니다. 한국팀은 무려 금 5개, 은 4개, 동 2개라는 엄청난 실력을 보여주며 종합대회에서 1위를 차지했습니다. 이렇게 한국팀의 실력을 아낌없이 보여준 경기 중 유독 한국 팬들의 손에 땀을 쥐게 한 경기가 있었는데요. 그 경기는 바로 리커브 남자 단체 경기입니다. 리커브 남자 단체에서는 라이벌인 중국과 만나 팽팽한 접전을 펼쳤습니다. 팽팽한 경기인 만큼 글로벌 양궁 팬들을 흥분시킨 재미있는 장면들 또한 많이 등장하기도 했는데요. 한국팀의 라이벌을 자처한 중국팀은 자신들이 경기 초반 잠시 앞서가자 금방이라도 이길 것처럼 찌아요를 외치며 포효하는 모습을 보였습니다. 이는 한국 대표팀의 멘탈을 흔들려는 계획으로 보였는데요. 하지만 한국팀의 무시무시한 연속 팬이 이어지자 중국 선수들의 숨기지 못한 망연자실한 표정이 카메라에 잡히며 큰 화제가 되기도 했습니다. 이에 중국 선수들의 일그러진 표정들이 경기 진행에 따라 실시간으로 중계되기도 했는데요. 과연 한국팀은 중국팀을 상대로 어떤 놀라운 경기를 펼쳤을까요?
오 놀라워라.
Representing China,
리종유an. 이장소. 왕다홍.
Well, Korea are going to start this gold medal match, and you have to say China really do need to have a flying start to have a chance here against the Korean team.
9,
So the last time we saw Kim Woo-jin in a finals venue, he pretty much bulldozed the competition at the World Cup final. So it's going to be
9,
nice to see the Korean team back on the venue and see what they can muster up today.
Kim Jae-dok following it into the 9s for a 27 start. You can hear the support in the crowd, but to stay.
Yeah, the crowd is loud enough to make the sound levels completely peak, and the microphones completely only generate noise, basically.
To start things off, two-time Olympian Wang putting it into the 9, but that is just what China needed.
Dropped 3 points, so I think this is the opportunity that China needs to take before Korea ramps it up. Some good communication there from Kim Woo-jin to Lee Woo-suk.
10,
10.
So that is the level that we were expecting from Korea, and also the reason that China needed to get out of the gates fast and with a high score, because they will need to, match this score to get this set.
8,
Oh, that's all about how you handle the pressure of the opportunity.
8,
That's just how quick putting a bunch of pressure on the Chinese team with their perfect second rotation.
Well, there it is, a 57.
China here having to start all over again.
9,
Chef, the fear really here for China is that Korea aren't going to miss the middle of the target now.
Well, I wouldn't say that much, but they're not going to stray far off it. I think because the circumstances look pretty good. It doesn't look like it's very windy. It doesn't look like it's extremely bright out. So I think this is pretty much perfect shooting circumstance.
Another factor here is that it's dry, and it certainly hasn't been throughout the week.
No, and I think that's also what threw a wrench in the Korean qualification as well, because typically speaking, you'll see Lee Woo-suk with third place after Brady and Marcus Almeida, and I think Kim Woo-jin was somewhere 18th or something. He dropped way below the rest, or way below what we are used to seeing from him. Most experienced guy to lead this team to the gold medal, because they put him in anyways.
10,
Just outside, or was that on the line? It's marked as a 9. These are not bad shots, but you can really feel the pressure on this Chinese team.
Yeah, you can see it in their facial expressions as well. They, I think they're carrying a lot of pressure on their shoulders, shooting here in front of their home crowd against, you know, the best archery nation in the world, pretty much.
Well, they've got plenty of room for error here. If all things go according to what we're used to with the Koreans, they're going to be 4-0 up in 2 hours' time.
9, 8,
Well, that was a stray one, but as I said, they had room for manoeuvre there, and it is enough. So China 4-0 down against a very strong Korean team. Will start set number 3, and they have to win this one.
Really good arrow to start that end off, or set. You can really put some pressure on the other team with a really high score. But we've seen situations like this where we can do that too. So putting a lot of pressure on the Korean team is not an easy task.
Shot by China.
And I'm not keeping scores today, but I think after that first 9 on the left,
8,
another one of those left 8s, and he seems a bit surprised by it, but it must be the side setting. It cannot be me.
Well, it does mean that China have got this in their own hands. There's one of them.
He seems happy.
9,
Drifted out to the 9. Now, this gives them a big chance, but... Well, that means China are back in the match here.
Yeah, they are indeed. And I think, like I said before, it doesn't seem like they're really feeling pressure. They just didn't shoot enough points this end. And it's a bit of a different vibe, a different feel about it. And sometimes just time.
Well, they matched the score that took the points in the second set in the third, but on the Chinese side of the shooting line.
And it's this thing where you get like really nervous or really excited at the beginning of the match. Eventually it will die down a little, and then you'll be able to relax a bit more and shoot better, typically speaking. But I think it's difficult for them in this circumstance to get numb to what's going on.
I think you may well be right. Good greeting.
Yeah, we've seen a couple arrows drift off to the left, not only by China but also by Korea, so there might be a little bit of a drift that we have difficulty catching.
That's a little bit of wind. It looked like it was certainly blowing straight at the archers right at the start of the session. Maybe it's just starting to cross over the range a little bit. No problems there for Lee Woo-seuk.
KMJ Juk just fumbling with his finger tap there for a bit. I think his leather was folded and he was struggling to get his hand on the string, but they have a lot of time left. They have 67 seconds left on the clock because they just have a good rhythm and a fast shot. You can see the press.
Waited till his last arrow, potentially for a 10 and a 55, but as you can see, plenty of room.
Yeah, 2 9s and an 8 would be enough already. Or a 10 and 2 8s, or 2 10s and a 6.
So a 7 required for the win. J-Jock with that responsibility in his hands. Puts it into the 9, more than enough for a strong Korean team. They followed their female counterparts in the women's team recurve competition to take gold in the men's recurve team competition. And despite China fighting back in set number 3, the Koreans were just too strong and have taken gold here in Shanghai.